One. Hello, everybody. This is Gary Yao, and today I have with me Elmer Delgado. Elmer, thank you for being with me today.
Hello, Gary. Thank you for having me. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So let's get right into it. I would like to delve into the topic that, it seems that prices are quite high here in Southern California, and like, if there's any hope, like, what are we seeing right now, for buyers?
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
Gary, it's a good topic, by the way, good subject to discuss. Well, right now we still have a low inventory. The numbers of the first quarter just came in. We
Mhm.
were scheduled for the estimate of closing was going to be 4.5 million.
Okay.
Judging by the first quarter, we're probably going to do 4 million sales. Keep in mind that last year in 2023, we did 3.7 million. Right? The average market is close to 5 million. So what does that tell you and your audience? That we have low inventory. Okay. And this is what happens when you have a low inventory of properties, the buyers have to pay more. Yeah, I'm
Right.
sure you experienced that.
Yes.
And the buyer's thinking and heart is like, oh my God, I'm buying this home for 600,000. So in the market for 600,000. And in order for me to have a chance to get it, I have to bid 25, 30, 50, $60,000 more. Yes,
Wow.
yes,
The
it does
prices are
hurt.
really high, and you're telling that in order to get that high property, you have to bid more, put over
Right,
asking.
right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
painful.
it is painful. And of course there's factors, right? But let's stay with the thinking that is priced competitively at the
Right.
market.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
then you have 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 buyers for that property. So what happens is in order for you to get it, you have to bid 60. And the buyer that gets it has a sweet and sour taste in their mouth, right?
Okay.
Because they go like, well, I got it happy, but it cost me money.
Yeah.
So this is what's going to happen. Given that demand will stay the same, right? So what's going to happen in 3, 4, 5, 6 months to the price of the home that you buy? Gary, is it going to stay the same? Is it going to go down, or is it going to go up? Given
Well,
that yeah,
I know that property is going to go up. But if I was a buyer, here are my guts about this decision. I would say I hope my property goes up. That's
it
hoping
will.
because we don't know.
And,
Like,
and
well, the buyers won't know.
exactly. And this is what happens. In order for properties to go down, we have to have massive unemployment, massive unemployment,
Well,
and
we
we don't
did.
have it.
Well, let me
Mhm.
cut you on this a little bit because we did see some bankruptcy. Express went bankrupt, 99 cents went bankrupt, and we're seeing a massive layoff from different big companies, Fortune 500 companies. So isn't
Okay.
that an indicative that perhaps there's a
Well,
light?
well, check this out. Everybody remembers 2008. If you were in a real estate business in 2008, the unemployment rate of 2008 was close to 10%. That
Mm,
means that uh, one out of 10, how
hmm.
can I do that? One out of 10 was unemployed,
Yeah.
only one person.
Hmm.
Right now, we have half is 5%, not
Mm,
10. So
okay.
it's like half of my figures, right? But 5%, one is 10%, and so half of my thumb. So
Hmm.
it's the unemployment rate is still very good. So
Yes.
then that's a number one indicative indication of prices of real estate going down. Because if you make no money, if you're unemployed, you can't afford to pay the house. So
Right.
then that's what will cause prices to go down. So unemployment rate is very, very low. So it's very strong. One. Number two, the loans that have been given in the previous 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years are solid loans. We don't have any of those loans that were given out in 2004, 5, and 6.
I
So
see.
then when you buy a home today, there's nothing guaranteed, right? But given the conditions in the market, low inventory, unemployment rates good, and interest rates still good, it's going to cost your home to go up. So yes, you did have pain, but you get all that money back in 6 months. In a year, you'll make more money as opposed to not buying, losing the equity, and staying paying rent. So it still hurts, but you still gain. The buyer's still gaining in the long run.
I see. So there's
Mhm.
going to, well, so what about the 30,000 extra that I paid?
The $30,000 actually,
Yeah.
that you will get save 30, 40, 50 because that's the reality of things.
50. Uh-huh.
Let's just say, did your audience probably doesn't know this, but between March of 2020 and January 1st of 2024, properties went up 46% in California.
Yes. Yes, that I do know that I know. And it is
Okay.
being incredible for those who are homeowners, but it's bad for those who didn't have a chance to buy and now
Right.
are in a pickle because
So
they need to buy.
right.
Where are they going to
So,
buy?
right. What does that tell us? An average of 15% a year, right? Which is really great. Real estate goes up in value 3%
Yes.
a year, right?
Hmm.
Which is, pretty a very conservative number. But we're
It goes
saying,
with inflation. They say, according to the Treasury Department, the inflation yearly is about 2.7%.
so
The
there you
national
go.
inflation, yes.
Mhm. So then a 3% is just very conservative. Let's just say that it goes up 5%. So
Right.
then if we take 600,000 times 5% is 30,000. So in a year, you'll get those $30,000 back,
Mm.
provided that it goes only 5%. That's one thing, right? Another thing
Hmm.
that happens is you would reduce your principal in a year. Could
Hmm.
be, four, five, six, seven, eight, $10,000, depending on the type of loan that you get. So we have appreciation, we have reduction of capital, and your tax shelter when you own a home. So you will get the money that you pay extra, minimum 30, $40,000 the first year that you own the home.
The first year, I would get my money back. That's
Yes.
interesting take.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then mhm.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
and we
ahead.
can, and then we can add this thing, right? In a year, say your average rent, if you're going buying a home for 600,000, your rent's going to be at least 3,000 a month. So in a year, you will have paid 36,000 in rent, yes?
Yes.
And what do you get back for those 36,000?
I guess a shelter.
Right? Shelter. What if you buy a home, right? Your payment's going to be $5,000, but in those $5,000, you can deduct your taxes and your interest against your income, one. And if you do repairs to it, you can still deduct all that as opposed
Mm.
to paying rent and getting nothing in return. So then if we want to make it ridiculous, you saved 36,000 in rent, you gain 30,000 in equity, and you reduce $5,000 in the principal. That's already $65,000 that are in your pocket as opposed to someone else's.
Yeah.
That's
So
how and that's how and that's how it works.
that's how it works. Elmer, our time is up. But if
Oh,
people
great.
want to get a hold of you and learn more about, how they can get this kind of value, how can people reach you?
Thank you. Number is 323-707-6594, or email me at elmer@southeastrealty.net.
Thank you,
Pleasure,
Elmer.
pleasure,
Talk to
pleasure
you
talking
soon.
to you. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.